Hello and welcome all. So let's get started with practice 4 as one here. As you can see in the practices overview for lesson 4, we can see what is finally going to be done after we finish all of it, creating the project and the process and so forth. We are going to focus on the specific tasks of 4 as one first. Again, the assumption is that you have already got the space that we created in the practice 3, and we are just going to walk through the detailed instructions. So step A is real simple. If you are not logged into the composer as a Mark Twain, do so now. Well, depending where you left off, you should already be there, but if not, just don't forget to go back to our composer. Remember that you machine name .us .oracle.com. The port is 7001 and the URL is BPM Composer. Login as M2N, password welcome one. There we go. All right. So we are there. The next step simply says OK. On the welcome page, click the new BPM project button. So I am in my Acme University space, and there is the little BPM project for new BPM project. So welcome in there, and we are supposed to call it. Let's see here. It's supposed to be uh, called Laguna application. So let me copy and paste that in over here, and I can't remember if they want any kind of descriptions or something like that. Just if they want any, well, they didn't say put the descriptions, but they have written one. I'm just going to kind of write us out one of demonstrations here. Here's my descriptions. How about that? Okay. And notice you can also put it into a different space if you wanted to do. We are not going to do that. Save it, and we are ready to move on to the next step. So it says the project is created, and indeed you can see it right here. There is my loan application, another BPM project, the same little icon. We can see who owns it, when it was created, and our description that we did create one here. And now we start asking some questions. We want to create a process called run a process in here, and we don't want to add any components, but we don't want to answer this question. So we're just going to do go with the details instructions to do that. We want to click the loan project to open it. So let's click into the project, loan application project. By the way, if you're wondering why we call it loan application for project name, we will learn later that in business process composer. All these projects are projects over in BPM Studio. Later, when we work in the ID, we will see that every project is actually a developer application. So there is kind of method to our business there. All right. We're going to click the edit icon to unlock the project for editing. So let's do that right now. There is the edit. So we can start editing this stuff, and then see, we want to ensure that the process view is displayed. Click on new to create a new process. So we are in process view. Sure enough, so we want to click on new to create a new process. It knows we are in a new process view, and we need to give it some sort of name. Let's grab that here. That was going to be called the load process. There we go. And once again, I forgot if they had a discussor for us. I think we're just going to skip that part and click on create. All right. So we have done that. We have click it, click the process to open it, and the process opens and it asks us a couple of questions. What components does the newly created process contain? And well, say has a start end event. So I click on the process and I'll see end it. It does start and end event. That's it. That's easy enough. So step three, add two tasks to the loan process and initiate a task. And here's the name and the user task, and here's the name. So let's go to the details instructions under it says double click the interactive to expand the palette for interactive tasks. There's interactive, so I double click it and notice if pop this out and I can see all the interactive tasks. Now it says to grab an initiator task. Let's go to the instructions. It says drag and initiate a task to the process model and put it after the start event will kind of make sense. So let's go grab that and we'll put it right here after the start event. And if you'll notice here, when you're going there, you could actually open it up right away and start leveling. In this case, they just made it another step. So let's go ahead and I'll step in there. So I'll save myself typing where I can. I'll grab that and we will name the task capture loan request. That's easy enough. Next step is it says simply uh, add a user task. Now this time it's doesn't it interactive but just a user task as a generic one and call it review loan applications and we are going to put in between the two. That's easy. Let's come back here, user task, drag it right there, and then we'll rename it a review loan application. And there's our simple little process so far. Let's go on to the next step. That was 3D. Moving on, we have this. It says ensure that first interactive task has to initiate icon. Our does as shown in the screenshot, and the second task has a user task icon. Quickly have the unique icon. Uh, Not having the unique icon, but there are also labels according to as to the type of interactive tasks that they are. Back over here to step 4. Step 4 says drag the review loan application task and the end event into a second swim lane. Associate first lane with the new rules called loan officer and associated the second swim lane loan processor. That's the high level instruction. Here are the details instructions. Let's go with a first, let's drag the loan application task and event to the second swim lane below the first. Well, okay, drag it. There we go, and drag this one. There it goes. Notice it automatically created a new lane. Both of them now say unassigned role. Let's go back to our instructions. So it says select the first swim lane level and enter loan officer. Okay, let me grab that. I don't want to grab any more than just loan officer. We select the first one, paste in loan officer, and there it is. That was easy. And then what about it says take the second sim name and enter loan processor. Looks like the same kind of deal, right? Grab it and paste it there. And we have a loan processor and a loan officer. All right, and so when you finish, your model looks like the following and ours indeed does. Moving on to the step number 5, we'll save the projects, leave it open up for further editing. So we click on save and it looks like we are done and we are practice for this one. Thank you.